Hello, hello, hello. Or perhaps I should try that again with the microphone. You know, facing my lips. Either way, we're back. I have accomplished, so many things. I've eaten foods and, recorded for several hours. And now we're back to solve more puzzles because I'm a hideous glutton for puzzlement. I'm fairly certain is the phrase. I hope I'm not messing up my stream here. I never closed out of my browser window. And so it says that I'm live now, and I hope that that's true. But it says that I have been live for 3 hours and 14 minutes. And I hope that that's not true. I wasn't doing anything, let's say, illegal back here, but I hope you didn't see me changing into this robe. Talk about disrobe. Anyway, I believe Selenitic, I might be saying that wrong, is our last age. We have ripped pages from every other place that I know about. And we're holding them hostage. I don't know if that's cruel. I don't know if they're in some sort of a agony locked inside the books, and every page would provide just another inch of room inside the genie's lantern. Don't care. We're moving on. Hope you're in agony, Akanar. Don't know much about you, but thumbs down. Hello, hello. No problem at all. I'm glad you're catching this one. Always glad to see you. Okay. So, I did take a sneaky cell phone photo of this. I'm assuming this is the actual thing we need, but I'll need to translate it here. So, let me open up my human device, my cheaty tablet, my grotesque, such and such. So it appears to be, fifth key, is it? That would be 4, and... Okay, no, you can decide, sure. Okay, so it appears to be this one, C1. I should probably write that down. Oh yes, you had a power outage for like 10 hours now? Something hideous like that, and not in the brightest of weather. I wouldn't think. I'm so glad you're back online now. I hope everything's thawed out there and okay. Puzzles are hardly important. How are you? How are your toes? How is the frostbite? Does it hurt? I'm so sorry. Okay, so I'm just gonna make it quick. Piano! Though that may not be what this is. C1. Now I've lost my other image. That's fair. Okay, so it's past here. C2. Oh, that works out well. Alright. We're zooming along. Number 3 is just up here. Just a cheeky little diagonal, if you will. That's D. We're going to say D2. Am I out of ink? Is that what you're telling me? Is that what... How dare you? How dare you? Number 4 is... Oh, lovely. F1. Not quite 10 hours. I'm glad. I hear the frostbite limit around about 10 hours. Ooh. No, that's not medically sound advice. Went to a restaurant that was packed, so we got coffee and donuts, and went to your neighbors and spent some time hanging out with them. I'm so glad. More warm bodies is sure to ward away the chill. I'm very glad it's starting to come back on there. That sounds terrifying. Okay, F1 is number 4. So sorry. And number 5 is... Ayo! How you doing? Fairly certain that's how it's pronounced. Okay, let's see if we can translate that to this this cheeky little board here. I'm assuming same sequence. And what do we got? So this would be C1 and C2. Easy to skip right past it there. Oh, it's so easy to skip right past it. You know what? Oh, I had it there. Okay, C2. I wish I had a mouse scroll wheel right about now. It's not often I say that in my day-to-day life, but this is one of those situations. T2. Alright. F1. Pardon my sailor's language there. A... Oh. I'm sure that's 0. Yes. Okay. Let's try this. Sometimes you do little puzzles in games, and for one moment in your whole long life, you just feel like you've accomplished something. It's... Here anyway, here we go. Into the Selenitic age, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Thank you, paper. I'll need you again in a moment. Shh, don't cry. Don't cry, you'll stain yourself. I hope everyone's having an acceptable day, especially now that the power is back on and tootsies are warming, I do hope. This is the last day of a bit of vacation for me. So, ooh, I'm gonna be grumpy tomorrow. Oh, what a bad day. Where have we come into being? Show me. Be gentle. Be gentle as you show me. Don't hurt my audio setup. Don't create popcorn noises that I can't hear. Okay, so I'm inside a ship. I can hear water outside. Is this a submarine situation? Should I not open it? I've opened it. Good thing we're above the water. Okay. So, presumably, the controls here are gone. The organ remains, for reference. I don't know if that's going to come into play. What else do we have? Replica bridge? Oh, I've been here before, but I haven't. But I have. We have a brick structure with 5 thingies. Push them thusly. Wind blowing. How dare you? How dare you? Wind blowing. Wind blowing. Fair enough. I'm not detecting with my expert ear palette any sort of sequence there. So I understand that wind exists. Thank you. I think that's all we're meant to learn from this panel. And we'll move along. Broken clock sounds. Those subtitles really are a little like... I need them because I'm genuinely incapable of differentiating between sounds. So this is great, but it does seem like a little on the nose. in terms of solving the puzzle for it just to say broken clock sounds right there the entire time. Is there like a hint button I could hold down? Okay, so I'm not sure what to do with that. It lights up quite nicely. This one didn't have anything I could turn on like that. Let me check this button, which I may not have. Okay, so it's like running a sequence. There we go. So while any one of these is set or active, am I programming its noise? Water running. Noise, like that. Crash sound. Water running. Crash sound. Alright. Great. We just need to know what to set those to. Hello. It is so nice to see you guys again. I'm glad you caught another episode here. I didn't want to make you miss the puzzles. I really wanted to say I didn't want to puzzle you, but there was no way to make that work in the sentence. 1 second. I'll be right back. You didn't hear anything. I didn't hear anything. What? There I go, sneaking away for Cheez-Its again. It's the only explanation. Okay, so broken clock sound. Does the symbol imply that it is perhaps... Oh... number 2? I don't know what this would imply. It would be 2 o'clock. Clock tower is what, like 10? 10-ish? I don't know how to tell time, quite genuinely. But it appears to be somewhere near 10-ish. We have a vase. Or as some might call it, a vase. But other people get scared of that term because it reminds them of the hideous proportions of the human face. They cannot shake this, no matter how hard they try to discern between the two. I found a page for the Red Room. Put it in your pantaloons, and we'll hightail it. Are we collecting space noises? Or, let me rephrase, are we collecting the Ethereal Crystal sound? Is that what we're doing here? Okay. We've got crystal. So they must genuinely be recording it through these microphones. You're going to low-tail it? Oh no. Pack up your things, we're low-tailing it. Better center of gravity that way, I suppose. So they're actually like recording said ethereal crystal and feeding it into Oscar the Grouch's feed bin? I mean, one has to hazard a guess. And why not include our friend Oscar for once? Come on. Headcanon established, we move on. Oscar used to run this whole area of recorded sounds. He was mining the ethereal crystal like you wouldn't believe. God, this Sesame Street game is going deep into the lore, and I appreciate that. Wind blowing. It appears to be coming out of an apparatus, some sort of whale snout, no doubt. Sickening to think how symmetrical the sides of a whale snout is, that it just all come out Comes out like that. Don't pay any attention to me. Just listen to the audio commentary. That's the important thing. Nobody's laughing at their own stupidity here. Certainly not. Bats! It looked so startlingly real. It's that Unreal Engine 5. And yet, against the name, it's quite realistic, actually. You should call it Realistic Engine 5. Okay, I'm horrified of bats, but we're moving on. I didn't used to be, not before this sequence. Now I'm... Did you guys see that clown? Do not tell me I was the only one. No, I'm kidding. I'm sorry. That's cruel. That's cruel. I know that there's certain parties around who might be deathly afraid of clowns in a genuine sense, and that's cruel to say, and rude, and how dare I. So... Okay, what do we have here? And I was totally joking. I'm totally joking about the clowns. I've genuinely scared myself. I don't want to open this. I don't want to... I know that there aren't any. Like, you would hear about that. You would hear if such a classic adventure puzzle game had such a thing in it, like a jump scare with the coal chute. You would hear about that, but... Here we go. He wasn't in there. Okay, our paranoia was unfounded. So, we have water dripping, steamy crack, I'm gonna call it, Tick-Tick-Tock Man, the big protrusion, and the whale's shame. Perfect. What do we do with them? What do I do with a handful of the whale's shame? How am I to configure the steamy crack? I have so many questions. Okay, I can't activate any of those, seemingly, while the lower one is activated. How do I deactivate it? Okay, it's off now. We have blowhole. Seemingly deactivate, so it could be a sequence, but it doesn't really look like one. I don't know what that means. I think we need more. We haven't come across steamy crack or drippy symbol. I think we need to add those buttons, perhaps, first. But let's remember how to get here, because that seems very important shortly. Something slammed shut, and I'm pretty sure it was the clown chute, and now I don't trust. I don't want to, and you can't make me trust. So... Did I break it? There. We did it. Quickly now, through the mines. Quickly! Oh man, there's a cloud? Shoot. Okay, wind blowing is active. There is no bridge. It was naughty, and we exploded it with lime. Citrus fruits. We did that. The consequences are something we'll have to live with. So... where else is there a button for one of your... Ooh, ethereal crystals? Tell me now. Point it out to me. Summon a ghostly apparition to point it to me in a way most Scroogely. Lava rumbling. I mean... I prefer steamy crack, but if you want to call it lava rumbling for the kids, that's fine. Sorry, kids. I didn't mean to leave you out of it. Okay, I don't know what the order of these would be. I feel like I should know what the order of these would be. How am I to know? Tell me. There's the actual crack. If you look down, you can see it. I was just sort of hovering above the crack, enjoying the ambiance. But if you look down, you can really take advantage of everything the crack has to offer. And I appreciate that. I saw my feed stuttering for a moment. I hope that that was temporary. And that it has not been naughty the entire time. You'd tell me if I was being naughty the entire time, wouldn't you? I don't see any visible signs of an order to these sounds. You could come across them in any old manner. What do we have up here? Dripping well? Is it? Drip drops? Water running. Okay. I'll accept your terms. We could probably make them a little saucier is all. Water running is kind of hard to make a saucy joke about. We'll figure something out. That's fine. So I think they're all on now. Does that help me? Will the machine react differently now that they are all on? I'm racing to find out. We have two options. We have this weird thing here, which I seem to be able to configure any which way. Change it to be any combination, and then it will run a sequence of 5. I don't know if it's 6. Like, does it do that one again? So maybe 6 sounds that we need, but we'll check. I don't think that we have any other pathways to go by, so they should all be on now. Let's descend down and get to that middle island. Assuming that's how we'll find the order. Here we go. Thank you for keeping the lights on down here in the mines. I appreciate that. It does make me wonder why can the lights go off down there? Is there something I can only see when it's dark? I'm scared of the dark and of the clouds, as we mentioned. Again, more startling than it has to be. So what is this? Alright, I saw a little tickle there. Let me take it back. Wind blowing? So do I just have to... I'm not sure. Do you have to find the sound in question? This would be water running. We have found wind blowing. I don't know what that does. And it makes it a little hard to use for a while. I'm guessing that's similar to the other door, a way to run through all of them. So let me just make sure I'm not seeing any other jumps in the line here. There we go. Water flowing. Probably what we need. Let's try to find the lava noise, heat, whatever they were calling it. Is it wind blowing for this, or is that the whale hole? I thought it was the whale hole. Let's check. Water flowing. Lava rumbling. There we go. That's what we need. Okay. How about a nice ticking clock? Ticking clock for Daddy? No? Too early in the year? Okay. Where are you hiding? You damnable clock! Get back here. Oh, it's probably, you know, the clock itself. If you point at the clock there. There. Alright. Hoping that's good. Ethereal Crystal. That's wind blowing. Lava rumbling. I don't know if we've seen this one at all. I would think, yeah, here we go. There we are, Ethereal Crystal. So, this one must be wind blowing, right? Okay. So, the question is this also the order for the other door? I'm not sure. I'm trying to remember if it's even the same sounds. I think it is the same sounds between panels. Let me take these down just in case. I don't know if they're what we need, but you never know. So that would be water dripping. It's just like the handwriting of a serial killer. Lava rumbling. Like, what is this a list of? These are sounds he wants his victims to hear before. No, I'm solving an old puzzle from, you know, before times. Broken clock, Ethereal Crystal, that's right. That's definitely how you spell crystal. And wind blowing. Windy, blown, day, bloaty, blow, wind blow. Yeah, you got it. You got it, fingers. Good job. Okay, so let's try the run them all for me, Tony button, as I believe this does mean in the Greek alphabet. So that could also be the order. It might not be the order of the buttons, which I've noted there. It might be the order it's giving me. And was that six options it gave me? Thank you very much. I'm seeing the Discord link in the chat there. Very, very kind of you. And welcome anyone who wants to see all of our chat strewn about. What have you done with the place? Okay, so, what is this order? Ethereal Crystal, water flowing, wind blowing, 3, good. Lava rumbling, 4, broken clock, 5. It's not 6 options, but we'll try it. Because it doesn't seem to be solving anything here, necessarily. The only question is, have I configured this right, and am I understanding it? Let's go check out the other panel, and then hopefully we'll have the answer to those questions. Probably not, is the answer to those questions. Clown Hatch slamming gets me every time. I know he's not real. I know he's a work of fiction we all created here together, but he is slamming the Clown Hatch with aggression, and it's too much. It's too much for me. It's too much for the Clown Hatch? The hinges are gonna need... I'm not angry, I'm okay, I'm a little angry. Yeah. What do we have here? Did I get 2 pages? I thought I saw another page. And now I'm not sure if I picked it up. Let me look up here just real quick. Oh, like a field mouse. I'll be quick. Yeah, we definitely got one from here. I forget what color it was. We may have gotten another one on the way. I don't remember. Alright. So, ideally it would just be 5 of these in the sequence it gave us the second time. Not the button order sequence. But Ethereal Crystal. Then water running. Curious if the sounds we haven't heard yet, those new sounds, are something I'll need to keep track of. Is this like an absence, a negative puzzle, where it's actually all the sounds you don't know? Probably not. We'll press ahead. Water running is what I'm looking for. There we go. Number 3, wind blowing. That's a fun little train horn, and I don't care who knows it. Wind blowing, alright. Then we have lava rumbling. There we are. And finally, broken clock. Broken clock. Run it for me, Tony. Exquisite job, Anthony. Thank you for that. Thank you for your time. The ticking. Anthony, could we... Thank you. Thank you. He thought of everything. Nope, it's still ticking. Anthony! It's going to drive me mad. It's fine. I don't need to not be mad. I mean, I'm not going anywhere. This is the sort of place that you die and no one finds you. No one finds that you were down here. I mean, it looks fun. Looks like a good spot to hang out. This is where they keep the corpses and the submarine. The electromagnetic submarine? Dear God, doesn't look safe. Looks like I'm going to have some shocking hairdos. Don't see anything of value down here. Sorry, railings. Let's go right on in. I'm pushing. Enter the vessel, Captain. All right. Dare hazard a guess where that accent was from, but I'll do as it says. What do we have here? N. For Captain. That's how it works. You start with the last letter. All right, red button first? Is that fine? That's probably how it works. There's probably not the self-destruct. Boop. It was the self-destruct. I can feel it. Feel it in my bones. So... Alright. There. That's done something. I'm now officially piloting the craft, and that puts me in some legal jeopardy. I've asked this question before, and I don't mean to be rude, but how far down is it gonna go? Oh, I've asked this question before. Okay, so it's on tracks. Seems pretty hard not to go where you're supposed to go, but I get the feeling that since there's a compass right on the dashboard there, that this is a complex maze of sorts. I'm trapped in here forever. There does not appear to be a loo, and so... That's fine, we'll hold it. Just shh, don't mention it. That makes it harder to hold it, so... Yes, we can turn. That makes it complicated. I just want to go this way twice. There you go. Now it worked. Okay. So, how do I know what's what? Clink sound. Clink sound. Clink sound. Okay, that's not tremendously comforting. I was hoping, oh, there's an audio map. Maybe there still is, and I have to disembark from my starting square. Like, you actually have to make progress instead of just facing a direction before it will tell you which direction you're facing. Because these are all clink sound, baby. Ah, you expected otherwise? Foolish. Clink sound. All the way down. Okay, back to north. How do I know? How do I know? Go forward. That's a long way. Spin sound. How do I know? How do I know? He asked himself again in the darkness. Is there, like, do I have to follow the same order, like the same path I was following? Am I looking for Ethereal Crystal, say? And then I know I'm going the right direction? In which case this would be a, you've gone the wrong direction, pal. There's no crystal sound here. I can't think of any other information we have, really, that we can work off of. I don't want to get too tremendously lost. Let me face back. Or not. Let me face back north. That's what I was going to say. We're doing the opposite of that now. So I was facing north. Let's go back this way, and it should be back to clink. Clink sound. Oh, this is going to be fun. When you can't even remotely figure out where you're supposed to start. Clink sound. Good. Alright, so let's head south. We'll create a little map in our head here. I should probably create a full-on map. Maybe that is a dead end? What it's trying to tell me. I don't know. It seems like some of those you can go... I didn't know I could return. Okay. Seems like some of those little gates you can go through, and some of them you need to actually go through an open cave passageway. But now that I think about it, we may have never gone through one of those gates. I said we've never gone... Jeez. Okay, so I must have just hit the magically wrong direction to bring us back up here. However, it is good to know we can come up, so if I'm like missing some sort of integral piece of information, we can come get it. I don't know if I am. We could start to create a little map of the area and the sounds that it makes. The only order we could do them in is the one from that other door, which is how we got down here, so it's like we'd need to know them beforehand. Let's poke at it a bit more. Poke the old bear beast. Alright. So, there is a passageway open there. Is there actually any other open passageway? That could be a dead end. So we could consider this the starting area has only one exit. But I don't know if the visuals of it really have anything to do with it. But we're going to chase down the visuals while it's making its progress. So we're going north. Which leaves us with a spin sound. Our options from here. Go back south, that's the way we came. West. Alright. That appears to be our order. I'm not sure if I need to be keeping track of sounds along the way. Like, can I make some sort of small map? It's going to be very complicated and hard to keep track of. I'm just going to keep track of the sounds we hear in order, like clink, spin, right? In case that's important, we'll at least have some information to go back on. Alright. So, I'm also going to, I suppose, keep track of the directions we went from said sounds. So starting point is clink, we went north. Spin, we're going west. Let me push this one more time. Spin. If that's truly the sound of a spin, I believe you. Wrong thumbstick. There we go. Alright, we've gone west. Clink. Okay. Okay. I wasn't expecting Clink to reappear so quick, but sure. It's like in the second season of Hogan's Heroes. I just wasn't expecting it. This would be back the way we came. So we can go north. Make sure that's the only option. Seems to be. Alright, we'll go all the way around, sure. I thought I could maybe switch it to go the other direction mid-turn, but no. Again, that's the way we came, so we want to go north, and we'll mark that it's Clink again. Clink going north. Seems to be exactly the same, so... Here we go. don't make me reference Wild Wild West again. I will reference Wild Wild West again if you force it on me. So, the sound, pardon me, was exhaust. We can go north again. Let's see what our other options are. Exhaust. We can go east. That's not how we came in. So we can go north or east. That is the way we came, I think. Yes. So this is our first fork in the road. We have to choose between north and east. I guess I'll mark that both are possible. And we can go, I guess, to north first. I'm not seeing a pattern yet. Clink, spin, clink, exhaust. Let's mark these down. And it is east, right? Let's go north first. Hit a dead end there. Cowbell. And from Cowbell, do we have any options? This is a fun puzzle, a fun little maze. I like the idea of it on tracks. It somehow makes you feel like you're getting less lost, even though it doesn't really matter. That's back the way we came. So this is kind of seeming like a dead end. Is it telling us anything that Cowbell is a dead end? So... go back. Yeah. Now we want to go east. Just keeping a little flow chart here. Alright, forward ho. Which sound does east take us to? We can continue east. Interesting. Exhaust. That's the younger step cousin of the first exhaust, I'm assuming. Exhaust part 2. So we can go east from here. Can we go elsewhere? That would be back. It doesn't look like it, so we'll continue east. Fair enough. What do we have next? Cowbell. All right. And let's go around this way. Northeast. Interesting. I have to figure out a way to denote this because I was already doing north and east. And that's probably exactly why they spring this one on you first. So we'll just do that way. Any other options? Nothing north. This is very fun, but I'm sure it's not tremendously thrilling to watch. Thank you so much for hanging in there with me. This would be back the way we came, I believe. Alright, here's another option. So we have northeast or south. I suppose we should do them in discovery order. So I'll swing back around to northeast. And we'll head this way. This is a very unvisual map I'm making, just a long line of sound effects. Quite the journey. Very, very long journey indeed. Exhaust sound and cowbell sound. This was northeast. Draw a little line here. Okay, I didn't know they were going to spring doubles on us. Exhaust plus cowbell. And what are my options? So many error cowbells. It does make for a nice little honk. You done wrong. I like it. So, we went northeast to arrive here. Is southeast the way we came, or would it be southwest if we had come northeast? I don't know if that is the way we came. North? I don't think. No, I got myself confused, and that's the problem. Oh, that's the problem with this maze. We're in exhaust plus cowbell. We could go southeast or north. Figure out which direction we came from. Later, it hardly matters. I mean, it matters, but... Alright, so I'm just going to assume southeast must be the direction we came from, since southwest is not an option. Therefore, north would be the progress path from here. Operating on that logic, let's proceed, and if we get a cowbell, then maybe we know we're headed back the wrong way. I'm sure they'll intentionally throw a cowbell here to confuse you, for exactly that reason. So there's still... Hello. So there's still an untaken path back on the second cowbell we encountered. We still have to go back there and figure out where that one leads. North from exhaust plus cowbell leads to cowbell. If I'm just completely off in the weeds, and this has nothing to do with navigating your way through it, well, I'm sorry I'm wasting your time. So from this cowbell, which I will draw the line all the way over to, if my ink cooperates, damn you, ink. You fool, ink. Excuse me. Alright. What do we have here? I'm not saying every cowbell sound is a dead end, but it sure seems to be a recurring theme. I think we're at a dead end. And that's fine for me. Let's go back and try southeast. We should have to go south, I think. Aha! It's south. The only open passageway. Perfect. So we'll mark that as a dead end. Exhaust plus cowbell. Perfect. We want to go southeast. Well, that might just be the way that I came from. Was our logic? Other way. Other way, my precious. So let's see if this also leads to a cowbell, but we still have the option of south from there. That's probably going to put us back on the right track. In which case I will cross out southeast as a progress path once we've confirmed. Yes, this was that very long journey. So, we should see a... That was cowbell for sure. Northeast and south. See if that holds up. I think that's the way we want to go, because we came from the west to get in here. Ow. Excuse me. So, let's go ahead and proceed. I had just one more hand. Alright, so from the south. As you can see, we're now about here in our map. I have to wait 30 seconds from my my screen to catch up. So that was another cowbell, was it? Back in the console. Cowbell, alright. South from cowbell is, you guessed it, cowbell. It's a popular sound. Where can we go from here? We can go south again. Or we can go east. It would be north to go back the way we came, so that tracks. Southeast. North is the way we came. Alright, two options here. This is, a long sequence, but we'll get there. Let's try south first. Alright, line from south. Nice, at least, that we don't have to walk all this way. Spin sound, that's our first. Any importance as to why? As to why and when you've appeared when you have? I guess it's our second one, right? We had clink, spin, clink. Way back in the day, I hardly remember. Welcome back, Spin. Okay. So we came south, we'll have to go north to get back. Southeast is a new direction. North is the way back. Yes. Okay, so I think we're going southeast. Never mind, we also have west. Alright. Plus W. That's how you make mistakes. Start to think in your mind, I bet I finally have a handle on it. I bet they're only giving me one tunnel this time to confuse me. But then no. Alright, southeast first. Ow. One day I'll finally remember to stop using the wrong thumbstick for that. We're going southeast. I'm running out of paper, but that's fine. You just keep on going, submarine puzzle. Spin plus clink. Alright. And what do you got for me? North. We came southeast. That must be new. So we'll be going back. Northwest, I think, is our return path. So we could go north. Or we could go southwest. So many options now. Yikes. Alright, is that all? North or southwest? We'll again just start with the one we came across first. Easier to keep track of it that way. Heading north. Cowbell. Classic sign of a dead end. Good, good. I would prefer dead ends at this point. The more dead ends instead of double option pathways they can throw at me, the better. So we'll be heading back south. That's the way we came. And as I've griped, so they have provided. Fair enough. Head back this way. Alright, so we'll try southwest. Should be the other pathway open. Let's see what's down here. At least, after all of this underground travel, whatever awaits us, presumably the linking book back to Myst Island, is just going to be a great reward after all this. Oh, what a great reward after all of this. Clink exhaust. I really like the idea of giving you a visual map of sorts, purely using sound, though. It's a very fun way to do it. Okay, pathways from here. Yes, with all of these tunnels explored, I'm about to become the official king of the Cowbell Plain Mole people. It's true. The ceremony will be tasteful. I insist. That is the way we came from. No other options. I think we got a dead end here. Which is just fine. We know exactly where our next pathway to try is. If I was actually trying to keep track of this in my head, I would be very upset at myself right now. Thank you for putting it on paper past me. Really, really do thank you. So, this is a dead end. Let me mark it quickly. We want to go back. We have a secondary path on Spin, and we have a secondary path on the Cowbell right before it. So we have to get back to Spin Clink by going northeast. The other one was a dead end too, so northwest. Northwest on Spin Clink. Wrong way. Alright. Should be back to here. So we went southeast. We can now go west. And that will put us on a new path. Take a line here. West. Grab it. Grab it by the lever. Alright. Tally-ho. What's the sound? Tell me. Don't lick pens. That's weird. I don't know why people do that, but tell me what's the sound. It's another long journey. Cowbell spin. Alright. Getting crazy with it. I don't know if we have the documentation for something like a cowbell spin, but you do you, girl. Alright. Where are my exits? Show me. no exits. We're trapped here forever. We came west, so north looks like a new one. Let's make sure that we have a path back. South, west. It's a little confusing to me, but I think we're still on new territory. Let me make sure we have one other exit from here. Otherwise, I'm confused. And I documented our exit incorrectly. I think I might have. Which way did we come from? I thought it was west, so therefore we would have to go east to return. Have I documented it wrong if there is no east to return? Okay. This is definitely cowbell spin, right? Yes. We're not that lost. Let me try north first, and we'll have to go back eventually. If this is the way we came from, it should be just spin by itself. We'll see. This far into the maze to start getting confused and lost. Oh, especially if my documentation cannot be believed, as it so often cannot. I can't believe your documentation. It's so poor. Spin. Alright, so we must have not gone west. We must have gone... We're facing east. I'm so confused. Is it changing? Or am I changing? So west is the direction we just came from. That's what I have marked. However, I thought we went north to appear here. No? It's exactly, I don't know how that just happened. Okay, we're gonna have to see what sound this one is, because now I have no idea where I am. I tried to just go backwards. Single cowbell. South would take us to a spin. East, I don't think we've been on yet. But how can I be sure this is the cowbell? Alright, if east is open, it will give us a good indication. This is not the time to get lost. I'm so sorry. I just managed to confuse myself desperately. Here's where it gets interesting. Alright, so it's not the one I have documented. Oh no, I'm so lost then. Which cowbell is it? Why does cowbell have to be such a recurring theme? I'm gonna go in this one. This should take us back. Oh, it should take us back to where we came from. We're making such nice progress there. Let's see what this sound effect is. Spin. Is it the southeast and west? I'm not even sure if these like matter, if they're changing. Okay, it's not southeast. I think I'm just in like uncharted territory with no actual map now. And I can't seem to get back to one that I have a record of. Which is a bally shame. Obviously, I can keep backtracking, and eventually something will have to come up as familiar. But I'm so deep into it now. Alright, southwest. I'm gonna take this one. I'll see what the noise is. I just have to get myself back to something recognizable, and if we don't, we'll finish the whole thing. And that's fine. Clink plus exhaust. The last one I had listed, that combination was a dead end. Clink plus exhaust. The only one I have that's both is a total dead end. So this must be a brand new area. Though this could also be a dead end. And that would tell me where I am. That would be fine. Alright, let me see if that's the case. Yes, southwest. So this should take me back to spin plus clink. I don't know how I got so confused. Then I need to go northwest from spin plus clink. Alright. So go northeast. Then go northwest. And see if that gets you where you need to go. If there is no option for northwest, then it's time for dinner. We'll see what happens. Spin? Is that what I'm looking for? Northwest. I cannot go northwest. Just spin. I think something has to be changing. Like, I could obviously just be wildly confused. It's hard to keep track of yourself down here. This, if it's the one I have track of, should take me to a cowbell plus spin. If it does not, then I don't know where we are. We'll test. Just cowbell. I don't know where we are. I have no clue. Yikes. It does seem to be like a closed system, so eventually you will find your way out of the maze, but how many times I bounce off the same two walls before I get there is another question. Another question entirely. So there seems to be some feature I'm misunderstanding. If I try to push the lever backwards, sometimes it does just take me backwards the direction I came. Sometimes it forces me to turn around, and then it almost feels like the path behind me changed or closed or something. So I'm having a hard time with that. My only real option here is to start making another map from this cowbell, and then when my original map overlaps, if it does, we'll be back on track. But I need a way to now keep track of this, so I'm going to say on the other side of the page. Let's see if there's any other option but north. Thank you for bearing with me here. Alright, we have north and we have south. What else? I hate to be back to square one here, but hopefully we'll catch up. We have north, south, and east. Okay, I'm going to start with east. Go this way. Thank you. Let's see where we are from there. I would love to be able to get out of this after devoting so much of this session to this minecar here. So I went east. East is spin. I also don't know if it's like... Is the sound just supposed to guide you in some way? I'm hoping that we're on the right logical track here. That it is an actual maze. But it's like, I think the sound must be important beyond just telling you the room location you're in, say. I'm wondering if I'm missing a step of this. So we came from east, we're in spin. West will take us back. Southwest. Is an option. And maybe our only. Seems to be. So we'll try southwest. And what do we have here? Clink exhaust. That's very kind of you. You Googled the exact path, in case I get frustrated. I suppose we would have then the task of figuring out where in or off of that path I am now. I may need to jump back to another save to even make use of that, but thank you. We'll see if I get to that stage of desperation here. So we're in Clink exhaust. Any options? Go northeast. I think that's back the way we came. Opposite southwest. So this seems like a dead end. We will go out north east. So we have to get back to Cowbell then to get onto a new path from here. This is back to my original plan before things suddenly became very confusing all of a sudden. But if we match up to our original map, eventually this will not all be wasted time. I hope. So this should be spin. And I need to go west to get back. Oh, thank you guys very much for bearing with me. I'm glad it's any fun at all to watch the same section of railroad track over and over again. Okay, southwest takes us to the Clink exhaust. We need to go west. This should take us back to Cowbell. And we need to go north or south. Cowbell? It's so nice when things make sense. I love that. We'll try north, since it's right here. And a new line. Cowbell. Welcome back. What do you have for me? Let's see, that was north, so south to go back. I'm trying to keep better track of my return paths this time. Alright, west is new. I just need that one more hand. Oh. Alright, probably where we'll end up going. West. We also have south. That's the way back. That's what we just decided. Yes. Probably going west. Alright, northeast. Keep track of that. Start with west. There's my last little sip of water, do pardon. Alright, exhaust to the west. We can go west again. It'd be nice if you could just actually turn your neck and look around out a side window, perhaps, instead of having to turn the entire ship every time. But I understand. That should be the path back. Let's go west again. I don't know how many steps it is. If you do have that exact path still, is it like more than 20? Am I getting anywhere close? Alright, so west from exhaust was exhaust. Alright, north seems to be an option. East should be the path back. At least we haven't hit a dead end in a while. I don't know if, having said that, I will jinx myself now, but it kind of feels like, despite our confusion, we're still making progress. North plus south. Alright. Let's start with north. And this was exhaust, right? Yeah. Just to make sure. Alright, north. So that would be south to return. The sound is... cowbell. Popular choice. So it's like I'm starting to wonder, does the cowbell actually mean something? Does exhaust mean correct? Cowbell means incorrect? Does it mean you have two options? Is there actually a language to the sound? That's the way we came. Double check this way. I think this is a dead end. So it's like not all cowbells are dead ends, but 3 or 4 of them have been. I'm starting to wonder if it's not even the maze itself, if the answer is the sound. But I'm going to mark this dead end. And we will go south and then south. It should put us back on the new path. Alright. Back to exhaust sound, going south. Yes. Wrong thumbstick. Going south. Yes. We're on the south line. Where's our sound? Clink. Alright, east. We came south. We'll have to go north back. East would be new. is back. Alright, sounds like we're going east. Spin. Alright. So it's like spin could mean something. More than one exit, or I'm not sure. Right now it seems to be a dead end. I came east, west would be the way back. South would be new. Alright, let's go south. Man, I sure would love to see something. Some indication I'm more than just lost in the endless maze. We have Clink. North would be the way out. East is such a naughty no-no. Now that's a bit of a sad dead end, because there's no... there's no... So I must be very far off the path if that's a dead end. What a shame. Seems to be. So, I need to go back to spin, which is north. Just flip it around, since my reversal skills seem to be in question. Alright, spin to the north, Clink to the west. Try to get back to where there isn't one we've already explored. It should be about, seven steps back. West. Give me the lever. So this should be Clink again, I think. And north would take me back. It appears to be my only option. Wow, this is a long way back. I'm so sorry. I got way off track. But maybe this was the way out. And it was worth checking regardless. Okay. Exhaust. Yes, that's a long jump, but yes, that makes sense. We went north. North again would go to Cowbell. We don't want that. We want to go east to Exhaust. East. So this should be Exhaust too. Exhaust, perfect. So we want to go east, we should hit Cowbell, and then we want to go northeast. East, Cowbell, northeast. And we'll be back onto a new one. Wow, that was so many steps back. Cowbell? Yay! Northeast. This should be a brand new one, brand new line. Hoping this is where it is. This should be the right room. the right area. Just have, 16, 17 more of these, and then it'll be fine. So exhaust cowbell. Let's see, we went northeast, so southwest would be the way back. Just so that I don't confuse myself. Oh. I've confused myself. We did go northeast, didn't we? I must just have mixed up my easts and wests. I think that's correct. One of them switches. The other one, oh, not so much. So is this just a dead end in that case? No, we have north. Okay. North, and quick peek over here. Alright, let's go north. I really hope that's the case. Cowbell. I'm trying to make sure that's not the original cowbell we ended up with. Those directions were west, northeast. Let's see what these are. Okay, good. Must be a new cowbell. South, that's back the way we came. I would love for this not to just be a dead end, but it seems to be. What a shame. Okay, so south should take us back to exhaust plus cowbell. Pity that, but puts us back on track. Exhaust cowbell. The only way back should be southeast. I didn't see any other pathways. This should be cowbell again. And we have to go back about 4 steps from here to find another offshoot. South should be the way to go. Cowbell. South. This should take us to cowbell. And it's not as many steps as I thought. This will actually skip 2 of them in one go. Cowbell, and we want to go south again. Okay. New line. I don't know if this is getting us anywhere, but here we go. We could still be desperately lost. Alright, spin. Southeast. Thank you again for your patience. Oh, and thank you for the bits there. That is so kind and encouraging. Especially in a time like this. Where I've trapped you all underground and the oxygen supply, not to mention the morale, is running quite low. I do believe that will take us back. So southeast is our only way forward at the moment. West is another option. Good, good. Oh, thank you so much for staying up late. Sorry you didn't get to see the ending here, but have a lovely evening. And thank you for so much of your patience. And time. Alright, we'll start here. We also have west to try if we get blocked up. Heading to the southeast. This has taken up almost my entire remaining page at this point. Spin clink. So, where are my exits? Northwest. I want to say that's the way back. This one got me confused again. Spin clink. We came southeast, so northwest should be the way back. So that would take us back to spin. So sorry, I just wanted to make sure I didn't mislabel that. Southwest from here is new. West from the previous path is still new. Alright. North would also be new. So let's start southwest. This is very seemingly fool's errand. Like, it's just not getting you anywhere with no clear sign of progress. I'm not entirely sure if it's like, do the sounds just equal a compass direction? Spin is south, clink is north, and if you have two of them, like clink plus exhaust, is that northeast or something? It seems like there has to be a difference between when they play one sound versus when they play two sounds. They have to be more than just a room identifier, right? Otherwise, why would there be a difference? I don't have a visual map like that. It doesn't look like an oval with dead ends, but it does look like a list with many dead ends on it. So if it is in fact just a solvable puzzle space, if I'm doing the right thing, that's great. Is there some reason why it's playing two sounds? And should that lead me somewhere? I'm just trying to make sure I'm not being foolish about this, and especially not with your time, because this is just so much effort and I'm lost in a sea of clinkings. We'll keep track of it. Link exhaust. Oh, thank you so much for the gifts. You've gotten a hype train going off. That's incredibly kind of you. I don't know. What I'm worried about is we've gone so long now, we're to the point where I'm considering throwing in the towel and looking it up. But I'm so far into it, and into our attempt, I would not know how to get us back to a default state, or to reset the puzzle in any way. So let me just see if I'm completely out of my mind here. I don't mean to spoil the experience either way. If we're on the right track, I'm happy to do the work, but it's beginning to feel like this is a hilarious farce. Okay. Everyone online has like a list. Go left, go right, go left, go forward, go left, go right. And it's like, that's... Where am I? I've done a bunch of those that were not in the sequence you've suggested. Where am I now? Alright. It says that the rocket-powered train, which we're in, has 3 functions: power, accelerate, brake, and pivoting. Sure. It does not look like we have a power button anymore, but that's fine. So by all indications, it seems like it is a solvable puzzle space that we could follow this logic and make our way to. It doesn't seem to be like a epiphany we're not having. And that's something. So, if that's where I started, somebody has very kindly brought up a map in the chat here. Let me see if I can at all figure out if this map had sounds associated with it. Does it have sounds associated with it? It's like so very hard to read what they're trying to say. Okay, we know we were in a dead end that goes back twice. 1, 2, and then it has 3 options. So I might be in like 8. I might be in quadrant 8 because there was a 3-part dead end. But I could also be in 13, which would put me very close to the end. I'd love to be in 13. That would make 13 that exhaust. There were no other paths from there, so it can't be that one. Yikes. I think I am finding myself at the end of my brain power and deeply, deeply lost in the maze. Let me, before I get too distracted, just make sure we have all the information we need to here. This is Clink Exhaust. We came from the southwest. Or we traveled southwest to get here, I should say. So northeast should take me back. This appears to be a dead end, if that's the case. So, we'll go back here. We still have north to try. If our original logic holds, we can try north. Here's a little explanation. Let's see. Use the sounds to guide you. Listen for the sound as you come to a stop. Ooh, it's jumping. This sound is your guide as to which direction to select next. Okay. I love the sounds. These are fantastic. Fooish, clong. What do those relate to? I'm sure we can figure it out. So it is not just a solvable puzzle space. The sound will guide you, but there have to be tracks there regardless, so it's just both. The sound can guide you, but it's also obviously a place you can force your way through. Am I understanding correctly? I don't know. Did I go back northeast? Is this still Clink Exhaust? Spin, Clink. Good. Go north. That'll be fine. Wrong way. Okay. So what is this sound? If the sounds mean something, and I can figure out what, my map should suddenly then tell me directions as much as it does the names of the rooms. So north goes to Cowbell. I'm guessing that's the thong. Clong, was it? I'm sorry. It's been a long day. Is that the clong sound? The cowbell? It doesn't sound like ting or foish. Folsh? Foish to me. So I'm guessing clong is cowbell. And it is saying that clong means south. So cowbell is south, not dead end. Okay, let me make myself a little chart here. Thank you. I hope we're on the right track. I genuinely don't want to waste your time. And if there's a cool sound-based epiphany going on here, all the better. So, let's assume clong is cowbell and means south. Ting has to be clink. Foish. Spin, maybe? And what's the other one? Exhaust? Foish sounds very exhausty. Prrrp. Prrrp. I don't know the difference between prrrp and foish. But I love the way that they phrased these. Okay. That's cowbell. That's not going to tell us anything. Thank you very much for the hype train. That was so much fun. Thank you for all the bits there. Okay. Now I'm back to regular speed in the chat. So sorry, I was scrolled way up. And I still need to be, probably. I didn't get everything written down. Cowbell is south. So it's telling me I need to go south right now, then, if that's the case. We'll learn the language here, do pardon. I have to imagine this is a valued part of the experience. Not having any idea what the hell you're doing, and just enjoying the time anyway. It's a valued part of the experience. So, we'll find another sound. We'll find a way to translate it. And we'll go from there. Spin sound, clink sound. So this is like what I was curious about. Why are they playing two sounds? If the sounds are indicating directions, we would go in between them, presumably. So spin and clink. Excuse me. Let me scroll back up here. Clink has to be ting. I'm gonna say clink is north. Clink equals north. Okay. Prip means go west. I don't know if that's spin or exhaust. I'm thinking it's spin, but I have to hear them again. It's a little bit hard to hear this one over the other sound, but that's fine. Spin and clink. I would say that's prip, right? It's close to prip. So if that's the case, west, spin is west. And I'm going to put a question mark on that one, as we are not fully sure. Spin equals west, question mark, which would mean that by definition, foish is exhaust and equals east. Exhaust is east. I'm so glad to be on something that was just dragging and dragging there. It felt like we would never get out. So with some proper direction, let's see how this goes. So if it is spinning and clinking, we need to go northwest. This is very fun now. Northwest. That makes sense? All right. Hopefully we're on the right track now. And thank you so much. I appreciate all the chat help there. Spin sound. So west? Question mark. It's north. west. It is an option. Alright, is this finally going to get us somewhere? Cowbell spin, so southwest. So far, so good. Ah, I can't wait to see daylight and breathe fresh air again. It's been a while. West. That sounds great. I feel like I'm being led on by Zeus himself, with the most magical of maps. Or perhaps a different goddess altogether. Spin clink, that would be northwest. One of my very favorite compass directions. Is it? Yeah, I suppose so. Oh no, you didn't kill Chad at all. Yes, thank you very much for getting me out of my ditch there. With your paragraphs, it is appreciated. And I'm sorry, I've been so distracted from the other paragraphs, from everyone else. I forgot to actually fully finish my diagram that exhaust means east. Now we're ready. So that would be northeast. I've gone the wrong way. Let's turn around. Okay. So now we must be getting closer to our 13 steps. To actually get out of here, I don't know how deep I was in the maze, but it should be 13 steps to exit. So I'm undoing some of them, and then we'll be back on track. Straight north. I love learning the language of these little games. It makes it so much easier once you know what you're doing. It's completely possible to feel your way around through a maze like that, but that was not fun. Especially not with how slowly this turns. Southeast. Alright. Wrong thumbstick. I believe in you. I believe in you, thumbstick. This looks a little different. A little new. A little sexified. Is that the word for it? No. No, probably not. But these pillars are so sexified, you know what I'm saying? Thank you guys again for bearing with me. I'm sorry for that very, very lengthy discovery phase. Your Honor, I'd like to submit a motion for a lengthy discovery phase. Is that possible? Could we? Please, Your Honor, I'm a desperate man. I'm so sad and full of different kinds of cheeses, Your Honor. Please, I need a longer discovery phase. All right. Presumably, the linking book back to the main island is that way. And I think this is the last age, so I can't really wiggle my way out of it here, can I? We'd better continue right on to the credits, if possible. Now here is some Ethereal Crystal. Oh, it's just gorgeous stuff. At first it's gonna look like nothing at all. But then as your eyeballs start to adjust, you're gonna see it is in fact ethereal, and possesses within itself and its many facets the spirit of Nicolas Cage. And so we call it Nicolas Crystal. Take me back to the island of Myst. I grow weary of your many selenitic ages. I don't know what that means, but I grow weary of it. Okay, so I'm gonna write a big circle around this, which is the necessary, pardon my serial killer handwriting. This is the necessary part of the map. That's all you need to know. Clink equals north, cowbell equals south, Spin equals west, exhaust equals east. And this is entirely unimportant. No use for that whatsoever. You enjoy. So I should have all the pages. Let's put them on the shelves. I'm going to squirt them, I guess, out of my nipples. It's the only way to store them on the shelves. Sorry that I did that. And then what? We have not used this fireplace at all. I'm assuming that has something to do with the big finale in the library here. I kind of think I need to put the rest of these pages into their books so that the brothers, too, will tell me more of their story. And then maybe we'll know. But the other thing that's weird is I have a picture of half a torn piece of paper that we found in Channelwood or somewhere that we never found the other half of. And I don't know which age that would be in. I'm assuming it said something very, very important about the marker switches, which I'd love to know, perhaps before we end the game. So the only thing I can think to do, having no real clues, is throw some more pages in the books and see if that gets us some more story progress. I don't know if it will. We'll start with the blue book and just start pushing. There you go. I've returned! You were wrong.
Yes, to rescue me.
No, not to rescue you, just to chat.
I'm back now. Don't be my brother, I beg you. Maybe you can please.
Did he say, Dome, my brother, I beg you? Was that what
Don't.
Just,
Always blue pages.
just clonk, clink, thong, right over the head?
Listen to
You want me to
him.
thong your brother? Don't listen to him. Okay.
Egotistical fool and a liar.
You seem upset about it.
Bring me the blue
It
page.
seems to make you grimace like a fast food mascot.
Ignorance. Earnestly implore you. Wrongfully imprisoned. You must believe me.
I mean, I kinda do, sure.
Will have my retribution. Please bring me the blue pages.
People who have
Pages.
been wrongfully imprisoned don't usually sit around planning their retribution, be it swift and terrible. You can have one more, just because I'm feeling generous, but then no. You tell me what's going on here. You tell me more.
Blue pages you brought for me. More. I must have some more.
You're a hungry little Gustafer, aren't you? I don't know if I have any more.
No. Since my brother, Cyrus, wrongfully imprisoned me within this
What,
book.
that guy? He seems nice.
Pretty speech has been. Greed which is endless. Be perfectly obvious to you. Evil enemies destroy all but four. Now bring the red pages to
Sorry. I'll be right back. I'm sorry. Oh, I hope it doesn't start over again. Oh, so much time wasted. I shouldn't have run away. I just thought I could look at the bookshelf real quick.
I must have some more.
Well, you're a little hungry, Gustafer, aren't you? I forget what I said. It was...
No. Since my brother, Cyrus, wrongfully imprisoned me within this book. Stupid scheme.
Stupid Cyrus.
Pretty speech has been. Greed which is endless. Be perfectly obvious to you. Evil enemies destroy all but four. Now bring the red
If there's
pages
one
to
thing I
me.
will not stand, it's the sort of person who has done evil and destroyed all but four.
Tricked our father.
Did he make him prance around the mulberry bush? I've been tricked in that way.
Oh, Father.
Oh, he both tricked and hideously murdered. Seems like quite an escalation.
Pages. To bring the blue pages.
I'm so sorry about the static.
Listen, you must obey me. Blue pages are my only hope. You must help me. You must help me.
This is also all, very much information could have been delivered in 3 sentences. 3 short, sharp, oh, what was that sort of sentences just right across the backside of me. And so much static. I'm not sure why the static. What I need to know from him is like where to find the last scrap of paper. Is there anywhere else? Oh, any other journal entry or anything that holds that information? I don't think so. This is really the only new information I have available to me, but it's delivered in the format of ear crinkling. Let's go one more. I do apologize for the crinkling.
Oh, my friend. Thank you for bringing the blue pages. Listen. Convinced that Cyrus is guilty. Do not release him. Will destroy me. Just the innocent bystander have been wrongfully tricked into imprisonment.
I'm sure you have. Yeah.
Confident you have observed his unbridled lust.
Because it's like the... what I don't understand, and I don't mean to interrupt you, dear Achenar.
Worlds. Some plot. It was almost perfect.
But then it was gruesome.
Blow to father. He tricked him into believing that it was I.
Oh, but it was not I.
I did not murder father. Bring me the remaining blue pages, please. A liar.
Again, if I
A fool and a liar.
came to you and did not ask any questions and you said to me, I did not kill our father, release me, I might think you had something to do with it.
Pages from the
I didn't
last
bring it
age of
up.
Myst. I must be freed. You must free me. I cannot bear it here for eternity. Free me.
Again, yeah, you could have said this so quickly. I did not kill our father. Please free me. Free me now. That's effectively... So, what I was going to say is, the other part of this I don't understand is it's set up to be a choice. It's set up to be, which brother do you believe? Ah, ha, ha. But you're given no information. The father doesn't trust either one of them. There's no indication in any of the ages that one of them is like a better person, despite perhaps the decor of their bedrooms. One of them enjoys rib cages and tribal masks. There's nothing wrong with that. The other, more of a high French aristocratic sensibility. That's fine too. That's nice. Satins. No big deal. I don't want to free either one of you. Like, none of you have shown me any reason why you should be believed, why you've done anything but try to usurp your father's creative power to use in your own world. So it's like, I don't really want to give him all of his pages. We can throw a couple of pages in this book, too. But what's the thing I'm missing is where I'm sitting now, because neither of the brothers seem like reliant types, and maybe that's the nature of the choice. Maybe you're just supposed to make a distinction based off your own grey morality, but I see no beacon of light. Oh, I see no beacon of light amidst the grey. So we can listen to him yell at us in a staticky manner. I don't know if, in fact, this is the final page. He did just say, bring me the final pages, plural. So it's like we might be able to safely give him this page too, but I definitely wouldn't until at least his brother is on equal footing, because I don't believe you're meant to trust either one of them. The only other thing we haven't fully explored or cracked open, in my opinion, is like there's no telling how many of these holographic displays there are. We can take another peek down here. So it's like there's some other path. There is some way to help the father rather than helping either of the brothers here. And in so doing, hopefully it will trickle on down. Ew. From the father. Ew. Because we've never heard like another one of these. We could try the safe code or whatever, but I don't think it really matters. They could hide anything they want to inside the dimensional imager. Is one particular point of curiosity. But I don't think we've been given any direct hints to do so. Let me try, at the very least, to get Red Page Boy, it must be Cirrus, caught up to his brother, and then we'll decide if we want to risk a final page or not here. Thank you guys for sitting through my mad ramblings. I think we're almost done. I forgot. I need to open you. Sorry. Rude of me. The goatee speaks of evil. I mean, it does, right off the bat. The red, the goatee, you're screaming it. But that guy's just chewing his lip in desperate agony, so it's weird. He's giving off big-time vibes.
Release me. I beg you to find me.
I beg you to find my reason to care.
Release me from this book, which has become
Tight. Uncomfortable.
Red page.
Real wedgie.
More red pages, please. Beg. Don't waste
I
time.
don't want you to beg. Don't waste time looking for blue pages, I'm sure you're going to say.
My brother. My brother is guilty.
Alright. The other thing I have not tried is, I don't want to miss any information, but can we put in multiple pages at the same time and speed this up? I don't want to miss any information. But bring the red page to me is missable. I think that's fine.
Have returned. Additional page.
Yes, I do. Would you like another? Let's test. It does seem to skip it,
Page, I can see you more clearly.
so I don't really want to skip it. But I'm sorry for the static.
Hard prison book. You must visit the one remaining age which you have.
I have.
I am confident that
Okay, I don't want to argue about it. You clearly believe you're right. That's fine.
he is guilty. He took advantage of the freedom our father had given us.
I don't want to hear that.
I can all
I
begin
don't want to hear that he took advantage of your father.
pleasure, conquest and destruction.
That's too bad. Alright, you take your last page, goatee boy. I trust you.
You finally returned. I owe you a debt of gratitude, for you have nearly released me.
Nearly.
Yes, Cirrus. I trust that from your
And what is the final step, sir?
you've become convinced that my wicked brother
I do like your...
guilty.
Are you ribcage boy or French aristocrat? Tell me.
Imprisoned here
I do like your taste, either way.
by my father. I don't know who you are or how you came to this island, but I assume you must at least know something of the books. It was father who was a master of the books. He wrote hundreds of them, all describing and linking to the fantastic places and ages which he had discovered. The room in which you now stand was our father's library. It was here in this room, on this island named Myst, where they house most of these books. But such a waste. By now, you have surely discovered that Akinar has burnt and mutilated most of these books. Why?
I thought he just chewed them.
Our father was always watchful of our exploration. We grew up under his
Of your facial grooming?
supervision. But when we came of age, he gave us unbridled access to the Myst books. He began to leave our adventures more and more unchecked. Unsupervised as my brother began to become disturbed.
I could see that. I could see that in his face, in the facial animations.
Soon he gained a twisted pleasure from the conquest and destruction of the other ages.
You seem to get a twisted pleasure from it yourself, just by mentioning it.
His thirst for destruction. But alas, even I discovered his insanity too late. He had completely destroyed all of the Myst ages but 4.
I've seen them. They're lovely. I like
thought
it.
he would recognize Akinar's guilt. But in a fit of rage, he imprisoned both my brother and myself within the pages of these books. designed
Sounds
to hold
like
us
better than you deserve,
judge
frankly.
which of us was guilty. To discover the truth, our father embarked on one final journey. However, he has never returned. I can only assume that he perished along the way, leaving me, an innocent victim, trapped forever.
Where did your father go?
But now,
Tell me now.
you are here to release me.
No, I'm here to release your father. Where did he go? Which book?
Must find one more page, and I will be forever
One more
free.
page.
There is a book.
That must be where the choice comes
This
in.
library, which is mostly burned, but has a few pages still intact. It is the last book on the middle shelf. Find it.
Last
This
book, middle
is
shelf.
filled with a variety of patterns. Find pattern 158. Recreate the
158.
door of the fireplace. This will bring you to the last red page. Bring that page to me, and I will finally be released. And able to reward you, of course.
Alright, now I know which diagram to use on the fireplace.
That page finishes my brother's book. It chills me to even think what would happen if you were to release him. There is another warning. Where the red and blue pages reside, also resides a green book. If you touch the green book, you also will be in prison forever.
Interesting.
Our father gave us
Touch the green book, and I'm just like you guys.
suggest you follow his advice. Go now.
Or at least he wants me to believe so. Okay, that was actually very helpful. I'm assuming similar speech. I was going to say significant speech. I'm assuming similar speech. If I'm to give him the last page, let's just get it over with real quick, and then we'll be done with the static, I swear. I swear to Myst and to Riven above.
I'm Akinar. I'm glad to see that you've returned to help me escape from my wrongful imprisonment.
I have not, and please stop chewing.
This to me. Sirius, my wicked brother. Do not listen
Oh,
to him.
thank you for your patronage and giving it to me. This has been such a joy to play. I really appreciate it.
Be persuaded by his evil lies. Do not
His sexy eyes, his lithe goatee, his muscular buttocks. You've gone too far.
It began when my brother Sirius began to lust for riches. He stole from the ages of Myst. He hoarded up riches for himself. While Father
We
slept
do know
away
that
his
that's
watchfulness.
true. Like, we do know that one
My
of them
sick
hoarded
brother
riches. It's been very hard to keep track of which one.
King of the ages of Myst, he said.
So it's like, it may be possible to create
Disgust.
an actual
Lowly
protagonist here out of the logic we've
hated
collected.
him.
But I don't like either one of them.
And then Sirius began to destroy the ages of Myst. He burned their forests.
I'm hoping
He
there's a
tore down
third
their
option
structures.
locked away in that
Their
green
lands.
book.
He murdered their inhabitants. He completely
You know, a
destroyed all
third
but
colored
4
book
of
has
the
got to have
ages.
secrets.
Of course, I had to warn my father. And when I finally found him, there was Cirrus also talking cleverly with the line
Wiggling his lips.
He convinced Father that
Shaking
it was
his
I who destroyed the
muscular
ages.
buttocks.
He convinced Father that it was I who was greedy for wealth and plunder. And as Cirrus dealt the final blow, he tricked Father into believing that I was the murderer.
Even though I was making this face.
Did not deal as fast a blow as he had planned.
I'm
And as
not the
Father died a
murderer.
slow death, he at last doubted my brother's clever lies.
Stop making that
And so,
face and maybe we'll believe you.
dying, Father imprisoned us both.
You have to
Unsure
stop.
from which of us the blow had come. I swear to you, what I say is the truth.
Making such a face, I
Release
almost
me.
bit myself.
You must release me. My brother is a
Tasty.
deceitful liar and deserves punishment. I only want vengeance for my dear father.
Oh, a different kind, like an actual punishment. I'm sorry, I thought you...
You must only recover one additional page to release me from this prison. It is the easiest to find. Go to the bookshelf that's in this library on the far side. The
Oh,
middle
that's very
shelf.
kind of you to
There's
say.
a
My
burned
commentary
book,
is gold.
which is
It's...
different from the other books. This book is
It's a
filled with
sturdy
patterns.
tin. It's
Iron
enough,
pattern
I hope,
158.
to make it through the workday.
Mimic its design
158,
on the
good.
fireplace.
Same
Doing
pattern.
this will bring you to the last blue page. Remember, don't take the red page. Take only the blue page, and return it quickly to me. Oh, and do not touch the green
Okay.
book. It is a clever trap to imprison those who have not been warned. Do not be tempted, for you will rot and die imprisoned as I am. I tell you, if you follow my instructions, it will be well worth your while. I promise you that. Go. Go.
As you wish. Wow, I wish he'd stop. I wish he'd stop being such a little... Just such a little... I don't know what to call him. Sourpuss? What do you call someone like that? What is sourpuss? Just, So, we're looking for a fireplace diagram. I believe it might be in these books here. That was remarkably coincidental. Is that a shortcut they've given me, or was past me some sort of psychic? I could draw a diagram of that. You know, it would be right and good and noble of me to draw a diagram of this. I'm gonna take a cell phone picture because ain't nobody got time for that. There's 158. All right. So now we should be able to jump to the fireplace itself. I should also create a save game because it seems like this is the point of no return. We've given those... Thank you, bottom lip. We've given them as many pages as we can without releasing them from their imprisoned books. So let me save over my main save there, and then let's create an extra, just in case. In case we need to play things out differently in an alternate reality. Jump into the fireplace. Enter the 158 pattern. I love the ends of puzzle games when things are finally coming together. This is like one of my very favorite things. Thank you guys for all of your time and hanging on with me. It has been such a pleasure to finally catch up with Myst. I have never gotten to play these, and so many other games that I've played from my childhood clear on to present day take concepts from this, and it's very nice to see the source material. Alright, am I missing any? Boop, 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 and right down the Chicago center line. I think that's it. My Tommy gun. So I don't really want either of these, because even collecting them into my personage, into my, how do I say this, fanny pack, would put them too close to rendering. They also said, do not touch the green book. Oh heavens, do not touch the green book. So I'm still missing some information here. Let me jump to my other photo. The one I have is, it seems to be the second part of the letter. It says something vault access, Island of Myst, in very plain view on Myst, and access can be, if the simple followed first locate marker switches on the island. These switches to the go to the dock marker switch off position. So it's like I need the other side of that. There's clearly another thing here. But I don't know where the other side of that would be. I'm assuming it has to be in an age, right? Where did we find the first one? Let me try just getting rid of any one of these. See if we can escape. No, never escaping. Fine. Fine, have it your way. There. So I'm sure that if they both told me not to touch the book, they might both be liars. Touching the green book might be the, correct thing to do, say? That could be a way that this goes. Otherwise, where would I look for the other part of that? For some reason in my head I'm thinking it was in Channelwood that we found it. And I see in the chat there, you're saying the second half is in Channelwood. That would make sense. We did find part 2. The first half is in Stone Ship. Let me run back here. We'll just take a quick look around. I might be chasing my own tail, but let me just see. I would love to not wander into a bad ending here. But that's why we have our saved games, so it's fine. Alright, quick look. We looked in the lighthouse pretty thoroughly, pretty much everywhere that wasn't drained. We looked pretty thoroughly. I didn't see a page down there. I'm going to switch it to this drain section. I think it's the middle one that I'm thinking of. Alright, that should fill up the ship. We'll have to drain the ship again to escape. That's fine. So none of these other rooms were opened. I can activate the power from the lighthouse, which seems to maybe be on even now. And then there were their respective rooms here. I might have missed it on someone's desk in here. This looks like a likely candidate. Laudanum again, how dare. Alright, I'm sure not seeing anything there. We checked these. All full of jewels and goodies, but no note. Alright, maybe the other room. That's an interesting artwork for a game such as this. Lovely. So we'll check in here. I guess I can even go to the other room a little quicker this way. Because since it's on, it must stay open all throughout. There's definitely nothing on these windowsills. Nor taped below the table. Slashed to the glass, etc. Where's the other bedroom? Alright, Mr. Ribcage. not seeing anything papery. I'm assuming it will look just like the other one. That was the rose and skull. Yikes. This is where I would assume we want to look for it, but I'm not sure if that's where it is. Let me see if there's any indication on a quick guide here as to which, let's say, hallway I need to be in, just so that I don't waste your time. I'm running a little low on time myself here. Is also an excuse that I'll provide. Tunnel nearest to the telescope. Let me get my bearings there. Thank you, that is exactly the hallway I needed to know. Alright, so that's telescope. This would be the tunnel nearest. And it is in the tunnel itself. I don't think I have a flashlight or anything. Doesn't seem to be pinned to any of the hatch doors. And we're back. Weird. Is it like... So sorry, I think I'm just gonna have to find out here. 1 second. I'm guessing it's called the Torn Note. That's my best thing. Alright, foot of Sirius's bed in the Channelwood Age. That's where we found the first one. It was rather obvious. It says Akenar's room in Stone Ship. It should be in the cartography table, bottom drawer. I'm assuming this might be the cartography table. Ah, that's my problem. I see now that it's so dark here. I'm not even sure if you guys can see it. There are 3 drawers here. So intensely, I didn't know there were 3 drawers. I thought there was 1 drawer, and that I'd already checked it. So that is where the other half of the note is. So, let's see if we can finally put this together. Let me get my picture up here. I think we should have all the information we need now. So, marker... So sorry, I'll have to be your eyes on this side. Marker switch vault access, Island of Myst. The vault is located in very plain view on the Island of Myst, and access can be achieved very easily if the simple instructions are followed. First, locate each of the marker switches on the island. Turn every one of these switches to the on position. Then go to the dock, and as a final step, turn the marker switch there to the off position. So find every marker switch, turn them on. We may have already done that, okay? Let me just quickly take a picture of this. That was very exciting to read live, but in case we need to reference it again. Alright. This isn't necessarily the endgame thing I was thinking, maybe. I don't know. Let's see where this leads. It's definitely a fun secret. Alright, so I need to drain this ship in order for us to leave. We should be able to safely do that now. We know everything we need to know. And it should still be powered due to the compass below. Oh, this is very exciting. Okay, so So I think there's two things I want to try. I'm assuming that there are achievements, perhaps, for actually succumbing to either of the brothers' plans. We can hopefully jump back to any save in order to grab that, or I can save it again once we're in the fireplace, before we grab those final pages. Either way. So I'm assuming that's something we can try. We can give the pages to the brothers. There's probably an ending for both Cirrus and Achenar. The other thing to try would be just touching the book. If their warning is genuine, we would get stuck in it. If it's not genuine, maybe hooray! Secret sword, I don't know. And then finally we have this marker switch thing, which may or may not be related to the endings at all. Just trying to keep our paths open to us here. So, let's chase this down first. I'm assuming marker switches are on because all of our things are lit up. That should be 8. We finally have the clock tower one there, so I'm just going to go to the dock and turn this one off. If that doesn't do anything, we must be missing one, so... There we have a page. A white page. Do we not get to read it? Maybe it's not a readable page. Maybe it's just a magic page ready to be filled up, and that's why everyone wants it. Can a page of no color become any colored book? So, back into the fireplace. Let's try two things. We have a save before I made this progress, and we have... Let's get one more save after. I'm going to make this number 2. We'll try to remember that, as they are very similar looking. Okay, so I need to bring up my diagram again. Perhaps should have been thinking ahead. 158, there we go. Alright. So. What I want to do is at least get the final 2 red and blue page, and then make one more save in case we want to go out and mess up the world for achievement purposes. That would be fun. Then let's try touching the book. Maybe since we already, picked up the white page, it won't trap us. So we might have to jump back a save in order to try the 4th variable there, but that'll be just fine. I think this is it. There we go. So I'm grabbing these. And then I can always leave here. I can break that open and leave it. This will be save number 3. Or can I even? Maybe you only get 2 saves. That doesn't seem like many, but alright. So save number 2, I haven't made any desperate choices. Should be fine. So I'm going to save over save number 1. That will be my further along. We'll try to remember. Okay. So if I touch this now, I'm assuming we will put the page into it and get the actual appropriate ending. That would be the best place to stop, probably. So, jumping back to save number 1, let the pages to the brothers first. I'm going to take this down. And we'll start with Goatee. He's earned it. Give him his final page. Let's see what happens, and see if we get an achievement. Tell me your evil plan. It's fading to black. That can't be good. We're almost there. Thank you very much for hanging on with me. This is quite a lengthy session. It says we just passed 2 hours, 30 minutes. We should be coming close.
Thank you, my friend.
I'm inside the book now.
Friend.
This is what I looked like to him. I'm gorgeous.
Stupid fool.
Okay. No need to be
It looks
cruel
like
about it.
perhaps you're in the book now.
It looks like perhaps you're to be... I'm not in much of an advantaged position.
Page. Oh no. Oh, I hope you enjoy your new home as much as I enjoyed it.
It looks like you did. Is every one of these a tear?
You're getting less clear. I hope you're into books.
I'm literally quite deep into books. Are you just ripping out my... Aw, man. It's getting harder and harder to exist when he keeps ripping out my pages.
Oh, Achenar. Oh.
That appears to be about it. Lost
Good
in the world of the Red Book. Oh, don't breathe in here. God, do whatever you want, but do not breathe in my private space. So this is it. This is our existence now. And, I mean, it's nice. I don't mind it. Got some nice vibes. But yeah, probably not ideal. I'm guessing probably much the same situation will play out with Achenar. Let's try. We've seen credits! That counts. Mark it down. Speed run. World record. World record for sucking, maybe. So we want to go back to save game number 1. Let's try Achenar. I'm hoping I've sussed out which order we should do the endings here. I hope I'm not messing it up too bad. That secret final page seems to be the key to not being trapped inside of the Green Book. So I'll be excited to try getting trapped inside the Green Book. I think I will need to solve the 158 puzzle one more time for that, but that's alright. Alright, taking this off, and headed for Achenar. There you are, my friend. Alright. Are you just as much of a betrayer as your goateed brother, or do the rules of the evil mirror universe from original series Star Trek take hold here? Is it just the goatee wearers that are bad? Look at that maze of chest hair. Wow.
I feel alive.
I don't like where this is going.
Friend?
I feel great. Thanks for asking.
And what have we here? Perhaps the pages you worked so hard for.
Well, you're both just crazy. Tell me, is it daddy issues? While we have some time to speak one-on-one, stop tearing my pages. Do you have daddy issues? Is it...
You're seeing the world from my point of view. Yes.
I think we've sussed it out. We understand one another. All right, you go try to impress your father, but never really be able to because he's not emotionally connected to you in any way. So, sorry, bye. Just let this play out.
Someone will rescue you someday.
Wouldn't that be nice? You could do it now. I mean...
Yes. Yes.
He's taking such glee in it. I can't help but root for him. Really, I mean, this is the good end. I'll take maniacal giggling over wheezing into my brain pan any day. That's what people say about me and my no-sleep stories, but I continue to wheeze into your brain pan because it's very important to get the tale across. Alright, so those are both of our choice endings. So choice. I'm going to try now loading save game number 2, which I hope is just before I collected the page, or even went back to Stone Ship. That's what it's called. And and then we'll see if we can touch the book, and, are they telling the truth? Save game number 2. Do it. Then, I think we're finally ready for our correct save number 1 with the page green book ending, which I believe to be the correct one, because it was so hard to find. Oh boy, was it hard to find. This has been an absolute blast. I love the original Myst. Thank you for everyone who's helped me through my various stumbles with it. Oh, so many stumbles. So this should be before I've gone to Stone Ship. I do not have the spare page. Let's see if this works out. Alright. Maybe my last time having to solve this puzzle. Maybe. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Alright, so this should be no page in my pocket. Let's touch the green book, which they told us not to do. What a naughty. Oh, hey, it's that guy.
Who the devil are you? Don't come here to...
It's your father.
Oh, I have many questions.
Dunny. Is that how it's pronounced?
You no doubt have for me. Where should I begin? Perhaps my story is in order. My name is Atris.
I guess maybe I could have opened this. Atris, that's right. I might have been able to open this the whole time. I was too scared to.
My library. Oh,
It's a little hard to hear you, sir.
Writings. Oh, I wrote many books. Many
Just
books that
leave
linked me to fantastic places. It's an art I learned from my father many years ago. Oh, but the red and blue books, those were different. I wrote those books to entrap over-greedy explorers that might stumble upon my island of Myst.
Your own
But I
sons.
had no
What a
idea
tragedy.
My own sons would be entrapped. My sons, Cirrus and Achenar.
Would you like me to burn them? I've got the
I gave
pages.
them free rein to the books. Perhaps it was not wise. I could see the greed growing in them. I had not told them about the red and blue books. Their imaginations went wild. They dreamed of riches and power. Of course, they did
Centaurs.
not traps.
God, I would make so many
Access
centaurs.
to those books, and of course, I denied them. Oh,
Centaurs are for the worthy.
they devised
Get out of here, son.
an evil plan. I had no idea to what extent their greed had progressed.
One of them was literally eating his own face. How could you not know?
Their own mother. Oh,
How could you not know? He was grimacing so much. He was eating his own face. It was like a Madeline Kahn performance. It was...
I cannot return without that page. You, my friend, can bring that page to me. Oh,
I can't.
pray you believe my story above the lies that my sons...
I know exactly where it is.
If you could find it in yourself to return that page to me here in Dunny, I could go to Myst and bring justice to my sons for what they've done. I must return to my writing. I pray that you believe me. Please hurry.
I'd love to hurry.
Bring
I'll
the
join
page
you
with
in Dunny right now. What was that about a page? I didn't hear it. I'm coming now. I don't have the page. I'm on my way. Once again, there is no page currently in my inventory. I hope you've prepared a nice bed for me at Dunny. Atris? Your signal is... Oh, it's beautiful in here. Hey. And I have control. It's not just a cutscene. You're a person. I wasn't really expecting that.
returned. And the page. Did you bring the page?
What page? Did I bring it? Is my save messed up? I thought I did save one.
Give it to me. Give me the page.
No. Just gonna...
Please, give me the page.
So I don't know quite how to do the... I think there's a fourth variable here. That is, if you do not have the page and get to this part, you would both be trapped here, like he's currently trapped if you do not bring the page. Let me explore around just a touch. Just doesn't seem to be anywhere to go besides this chamber, which is stunning. Perhaps next game. So, I do believe there's one more variable, but maybe this will work as a quote-unquote good ending. Let's try it here. I'm trying to jump in and trap myself in the book. It's not working. There you go.
You've done the right thing. I have a difficult choice.
I feel as though I have. Yeah. Is that it?
My sons have betrayed me.
No, we'll wait.
I shall return shortly.
You're just gonna leave me here in the caverns of Dunny? As you return to Myst? Where, I could touch all of your stuff. I could touch all of the tapestries. Well, don't you understand? Should I jump in after him, or should I just be patient? Be patient and wait. I've tipped over your dominoes and your Jenga. I'm not sorry. Hey, you're back. It says, I've achieved the good ending. Everything in its place.
I have many questions for you, my friend, but my writing cannot wait.
Worlds depend on it.
Delay
I know.
may have already had a catastrophic impact on the world in which my wife, Catherine, is now being held hostage.
Which world would that be? Tell me again.
In a reward. I'm sorry, but all I have to offer you is the library on the island of Myst and the books that are contained there. Feel free to explore.
Your sons, you mean? They belong to me now.
If you find your
I own
exploration
your sons.
satisfying, you'll no longer have my sons to deal with.
Oh, no, not that part.
Oh,
I see now.
and one more thing. I'm fighting a foe much greater than my sons could ever imagine. At some point in the future, I may find it necessary to request your assistance. Until that point, I'm afraid you'll
You gotta love stuff
enjoy
like
the
that.
explorations from
Back
my
in the
library.
day when video games were new and you get like a kick-ass cliffhanger like that, oh, wild mind.
The
The
book.
possibilities.
You can use the Myst linking book to return to Myst.
Alright, so, I do believe we have one more ending to suss out. I may have just blown away my only available saves. I could have sworn it was save number 2 that we were needing, and that I overwrote save number 1 with the page, but clearly that was not the case, and I already had the page the whole time. So we still need to try that ending, which I think would be interesting. And I guess all we really need to do is solve the, clock tower bridge to turn on all the marker switches. So it might be something you could do fairly early in a new save. His sons have been obliterated. What a rough day as a father. Oh, what a rough day. So it could be that I can start, a new game and very quickly get to that position to see the final ending, because I would love to see them all at once. But that does appear to actually be the end of Myst. I didn't see anything new in the library besides the scorch marks. There's no, new book, etc. Interesting. So let me try a brief experiment. We're going to do a new game. I suppose I should save my most current progress there. We have a star. That must be good. New game. Yeah. Classic is fine. I want it to be 158, or this is going to take a while. So I don't know if this is possible. It could be that they force you to do all the ages before you could even get to here, but I'm just going to try to very quickly turn on all the marker switches. We should only need to know 240 to open the bridge. It's the only actual puzzle we need to solve here.
I realized the moment I fell into the fissure that the book would not be destroyed as I had planned. It continued falling into that starry expanse of which I had only a fleeting glimpse.
Does
I've tried to
not
speculate
seem as though
where
we
it
can
might have
skip
landed,
this,
but
I
I
do
must admit that
apologize.
such conjecture is
We'll
futile.
enjoy some starlight.
Still, questions about whose hands might one day hold my Myst book are unsettling to me.
Whose hands?
I know my apprehensions might never be allayed.
Who's that I feel on my
and
Myst
so I
book?
close, realizing that perhaps the ending has not yet been written.
Donk. Or wait. Thong. There we go. Okay, here we go. Back to the island. Link my books. Your kids are singing songs from Disney's Hercules. What style? What class they have? I don't remember any of the songs from Disney's Hercules, but if I did, I'd be singing them now. Just to try to impress your kids, I guess, which is a little weird. That's weird. I just want, them to have something in common with the world, is all. To better myself. Using their reputation as a parasol to better myself. Alright, so we're going on. We're going on. That's one, that's two. This is not going to be a speed run, but we'll pretend. We'll pretend. There's three. Probably jump back and grab this one. Oh. 4. 5. 6. 7. And we need to solve a quick puzzle. I believe it's 240. Let me check my sheet in the light. 240, yes. It wasn't that long ago. Was it today or yesterday? I forget. Alright, so I need the little one. There it is. 2-2. Nope. Have I gone too far or not far enough? There. This should be our last marker switch. Though I don't know why I'm even doing this. The entire point is not to have the page in my custody. I'm doing all the things I need to get the page, because that's one of the endgame items. I think all I really need to do is go back here and use the green book. I don't know why I did all of that. It was very fun speedrunning with you. Thank you for going on that adventure with me. That was so foolish. You get so many puzzles in your head and then, ugh. Alright, so 158. It should still be the same configuration here. I said it was the last time I had to solve it, but that was only counting for one of my lifetimes. We're now in my second lifetime on the island of Myst, and Alright. You got it? You believe? Nice. So now I'm going to go in. We definitely do not have the page. This should be the last possible ending. Let's see. Who the devil are you? Why are you in my linking book wearing such revealing trousers? Why? Why is it just pockets and nothing to cover your bits? Why? Hey, I didn't bring any page. Are you angry? Would you like to give me one clap, Papa?
Ah, my friend, you've returned. We meet face to face. And the page,
And for the first time. Page?
You didn't bring the page.
Now it makes sense. Now all of my acting earlier. What page? Ooh, it was wasted.
What kind of fool are you?
I just wanted to spend
You don't
time
take
with
my
you,
warning
Atris.
seriously?
I just wanted us to be together.
Welcome to Dunny. You and I will live here
Okay.
forever.
I'll sleep here, on your desk. Deal? And that's it. Yes! It says roommates achieved the bad ending with Atris. Perfect. That's all I wanted to see. I'm so sorry we didn't fit that in before the good ending, the official ending there. But that's it. Okay. So, next up in the puzzle game world, I have both, I don't know how you're supposed to pronounce it, Quern Is it? Quern? Which isn't the same company. It's not Cyan Development, but it's a very similar situation. I've got that one, and I've got The Witness, which is an old favorite of mine. I want to say 2014-ish, 20-something. And I haven't played it in so long I've forgotten all the puzzles, but I did play it a long, long time ago, so that would be partially cheating, but yeah, it'd be fine. So, I'm looking forward to more puzzle games soonish. Thank you for all of your time and hanging out with me on this one. Sorry for the many long gaps in my gray matter ability, but I think we've sussed out some of its secrets. I will see if there's any other achievements we can grab from it there. I think there is, like, a speed run to complete the game in 2 minutes. I was sort of going for it there, but we didn't make it in time. And that's fine. We'll see what I'm missing. Thank you, guys. I love you dearly. I will see you again for more puzzling and more adventures very, very soon. We'll get back to our Psychonauts duties, etc., etc. Bye for now. Whatever this means. I don't know. I don't know what that means. Bye. Much love.